And back by popular demand, it's SpinTV Final Day coverage. MPO division of the 2017 Gentlemen's Club Challenge, presented by Innova Champion Discs. I'm Jamie Thomas. Ian Anderson back again with us.
Super stoked to be here, my friend.
And on the Innova course today, one more round. It's been an epic tournament so far. Can't say enough good things about the venue, the course, the location, all the things that surround it. I'm looking forward to this last set of 18.
Yeah, the tournament's come a long way over the years, Jamie. We drove past the old park on the way to the course.
Yeah, reminiscing with Avery on the way to work one morning about where it was and where it is now. And where we are now is Ricky Wysocki. No surprise, still got a lead. 5 over John E McCray, 6 over Eagle, 7 over Paul. And it's a 5-man card today. Jeremy Koling getting the nod.
Always down to watch some big germ. Hole 1, Jamie, par 3, 434. Pretty straightforward for these guys. Just chuck it into the hill.
Yeah, 434, straight line, but sort of to the right side of the golf fairway. Remember last year we had a mix of forehand and backhands on this hole. Looks like Ricky wants the backhand to start the round.
He does. See what Rick can do. Looks like one of his enforcers. A little wide, Jamie.
A little bit flat.
Yep. It goes long, but does stay in bounds.
Yeah, there's some OB over there, but it's pretty far off to the right, at least as far as pro accuracy is concerned.
Yeah, it's got to be an epic pro shank to get OB on this one. John E McCray, Jamie. This guy's playing so solid all weekend.
Power thrower.
Yep. Loves those flex lines as he's pumping one out right here.
Little help from the bush.
It sure did.
And the Piney Woods open. Eagle McMahon.
Eagle McMahon, Jamie. Love watching this kid play.
Yeah, looking for the forehand.
Mm-hmm.
It's the safer approach to the green. Give you an uphill putt when properly executed.
Exactly. Use that perfect backstop. And he is just mashing on that PD2. Didn't quite mash it hard enough, though, Jamie.
Yeah, a little bit high. Headwind off the flag, as you can see down there. So, he has some work to do, but you don't have to get it all back on the first hole.
Yep. And we have a new challenger appearing, Jamie, on the card. Paul McBeth.
Yeah, he's been making a run towards the top. Hope to see some of that old McBeast mode magic this round.
Absolutely. Ripping out a Champ Thunderbird right here.
On the card, your 2016
That'll play.
USDGC champion.
Pretty textbook. Nothing more to say about that.
Absolutely. Looks like Big Germ's got a little Star Destroyer action in his hands.
Yeah, of course, Big Germ, first tournament with Innova Champion Discs as the sponsor. Made the big move in the off-season.
Yep. Oh, don't forget about that tournament he played in New Zealand.
He did play down Paradise. Need to give a shout-out to the New Zealand crew, Queenstown. Spent my honeymoon there at the beginning of this year. They were fantastic people. Can't wait to go back.
Color me jealous, man. I love New Zealand. One of the coolest countries. Big Germ did not turn that one over enough, Jamie.
Yeah, gave it a good aggressive run, but that's the danger on this hole if you do choose the backhand route for the right-handers.
Absolutely. It does give him a free green light at it, though, at least.
Ooh.
Wow. You took advantage of that green light, Jamie.
I was going to say, you almost called that one right off the bat.
Yep. Eagle from a little bit closer. Got to be taking a par. And McBeast for a 2 to kick things off here. Huh.
Headwind or a little right to left cross, death putt. That's tough.
Yep. Rick a little shaky off the start too, Jamie. And Johnny could have got a stroke on the card right there. But going to be taking a par along with Paul. We have a bunch of drop.
Yeah, less than stellar putting from the lead card so far, but
yeah.
Rick's
up with
happy
Paul?
to see that.
Yeah, he is, for sure. What's up with Paul in the straddle? Is his knee bugging him again? Did you catch that?
I haven't heard anything in terms of injury for him.
Uh-huh.
I had heard sort of after the fact that possibly just he putted with it all last year, obviously when he was injured. So just a comfort thing for him, I think.
All right, Jamie, hole 2, the tightest hole on the course. A tight little kind of a forehand flex line or a little turnover backhand. It's a tough one, though.
Yeah, 258 feet. Again, playing off to the side of the fairways just for a little different surface to play on, get the unique reaction of the disc compared to the grass. But again, something that should be no problem for these guys.
Looks like Rick's throwing a harp right there.
Putter forehands, man. That's his game.
It sure is. Johnny McCray throwing a gauntlet. And that's under the bucket, Jamie.
Yeah, laser straight line there.
Look at this line from Eagle. What's he doing here?
Channeling some Simon Lizotte.
He is, isn't he? I love it.
Sky high hyzers.
You did not get to see it finish, but he's just short of the basket there. Paul McBeth throwing the McPro Rock 3. That is looking good. Wow.
He'll make that putt.
He sure will. Might even get a stroke on Rick with Rick being so far out, too. Big Germ going with the Sexton Firebird. Ooh. Not good, Jamie.
Yeah. The gallop on the approach there wasn't the smoothest. Jerem usually has a nice little abbreviated forehand, but it is really smooth, and he just kind of looked like he hesitated for a second.
Here is Rick for a 2. What?
Yeah, Ricky range. We talked about it in the third round. And just the complete follow-through.
Love it. Total commitment to the bit. Look at that beautiful slow-mo flight. Love it.
Spin back replay.
Huge fan. I mean, could he put it in there any perfectly either?
No, he hit it right in the sweet spot from a knee. I mean, that's confidence. Even where you don't practice that putt, that's just confidence.
Absolutely. Just Rick doing Rick things. And Jerem trying to clean up the par. Oh. No bueno. Cleans up the bogey at least. And we got some dropping birdies for the rest of the gang here.
Yeah, even as lanky as he was, Jerem couldn't stretch out beyond that tree.
Yeah.
And he'll give up a stroke to these guys.
2 even.
Oh, very true. Yes, that is for bogey. Thank you.
Yeah, everyone else is carding birds here. Yeah, he was in perfectly a horrible spot, unfortunately. There is Rick holding on to that 5-stroke lead, which you wouldn't have thought after the tee shots, but it happened. And we're on to hole 2, Jamie. Really a lot of danger on this one.
Yeah, this is tucked pretty close to the water, especially if the wind is anything like you're seeing here from the practice day, blowing straight towards the lake. OB surrounding on 3 sides.
Rick taking it out wide with the backhand line. Ooh. That's OB, Jamie.
That is OB. Yeah, the cart path does play OB. And if some of the fans will remember from last year's coverage, this sort of plays perpendicular to where the hole was. The basket was over off to the left of the tee pad of this year, so a little different look. I kind of like this version better.
Yeah. Johnny went OB and never got inbounds, so he's going to be thrown from the drop zone. Eagle with a beautiful shot right there. Paul McBeth going with that FD3. Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah. And Germ going forehand, Jamie. I hadn't seen this before. It carries water the entire way.
I like this play. You just got to commit to it.
Yeah. Ooh, what a shot.
And he does just that right there.
Sure enough. Here is Johnny throwing 3 from the drop zone. Ooh. Not the best location.
No, he's flirting with that OB once again.
Yeah. And right behind that tree. Here is Paul for a par after the OB drive. Cleans up. Rick about to do the same, most likely. No worries. Oh, Johnny busting out the turbo, Jamie.
I think he's going to show off here.
Yep. Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd lose $10 on that bet every time. Johnny McCray with a turbo from inside 40.
Yeah. I want to see one big one this weekend, but it hadn't happened yet. We'll see if it comes later.
Yeah, it was windy enough at times.
Yep. Eagle and Germ with some nice birdies. There is Johnny with a 5, I want to say, right there.
And that's a great Sunday hole. It's technically a shot that every single one of these players has, but it just with the added pressure of the final round.
I like it, man. That's absolutely true. It's going to take us the whole 4, guys. Par 3, 375, throwing over this little mound and then into the next one. It should be pretty textbook for these guys, Jamie.
Yeah, height control, crucial. This was a relatively easy hole last year. 35% of the pro field was parring or better. Or birdieing or better.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, this is where you can make a move.
Nice. Eagle had an MD3 in his hands, but changed it out at the last second for a PD2 and goes with a little higher hyzer line. It comes up a little bit short, but he's got a putt. It looks like Jerem's going with that Star Destroyer. He was having some issues with these tee pads, Jamie.
Yeah, it's tough. Anytime you're playing on a temporary course, there's going to be some tee pad issues. I know the crew worked really hard to make it the best they possibly could for the event.
Yep. That was an OB drive from Jerem. There's a friendly kick for Rick. He comes up quite a bit short left, though. Paul McBeth going back to that Champ Thunderbird. I believe that's the Hannah Sig one. Wow.
He's throwing that disc pretty good so far.
Mm-hmm.
2 for 2 off the tee.
Yep. A little low, but as long as you get over that first mound, you're going to get the distance, or at least most of it.
Yeah, better to make that mistake low than high, especially in this wind.
Mm-hmm. Rick gave it a run, but going to be taking a par. Here is Big Germ to save his par after that OB drive. That will be a 4. All right, Johnny with a look for 2.
Oh, good hit.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, great job right there. That green gets slippery on the other side of that basket.
Mm-hmm. Eagle for birdie as well. Oh.
Man, I've seen him kick out the left side of the basket more times than I would think is possible.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 rounds.
Yeah. Mildly unfortunate there. All right. Johnny getting the only birdie there. Sorry, Paul got a birdie as well. Getting a stroke on Rick. And that's taking us the whole 5. Par 3, 549 feet. This is not a par 3 for normal people, Jamie. This is like a superhero par 3.
No, this is designed specifically for these pros. You see that bunker and that green? That's right at pro range. 450 and 470 to the front of those respectively. This is designed to trap these guys.
Yep. Let's see if Paul falls for it. He's got a Star Destroyer. Oh my goodness. That is just mashed, Jamie.
Yeah, good kick over, getting that extra distance, carrying the green.
Yep. But unfortunately, he carried it a little too far, Jamie. OB.
Yep, caught in the trap. I mean, he's 5 holes in. He's got to start making a move. He's still 6 back of Rick.
He needs to activate that McBeast mode.
Exactly. Can't fault him for going for it there.
Oh, not at all. Johnny with a nice safe play before the green. Eagle mashing on a PD2. Getting it way up there. This is looking pretty good, Jamie.
Yeah, forget the safe play. Just go for it.
Yeah, that's the Eagle golf. I love it. And Ricky had a plan this weekend, Jamie, and you could tell, like,
yeah, he has to be very selective in what he does. I think he has a target on his back right now. Everybody's gunning for him.
Mm-hmm.
In stark contrast to Eagle, who can just go out and swing free. There's not as many expectations on him.
Yep. Germ turned that one over a little bit too much. I think he was trying to run the basket, but should be a pretty easy up and down. We're looking at Johnny's second shot. That needs to slow down. That is OB.
The Innova course, putting those OB cart paths not far off the basket. Distance control is crucial.
Absolutely. Love this course, by the way. Really, really fun, really scenic.
Yeah, great course, great venue. Once again, shout out to the staff, to everybody who made it possible, to Wildhorse for having us.
Yeah.
Phenomenal weekend.
Too cool. Rick got pretty close. Should be able to make a 3. Here is Germ with a nice little tree kick. He'll also be putting for 3. And Eagle has a look for 2 here, but it's not a good one. And
Smart play.
Yep. Johnny looking to save a 4 right here. Ooh. Can we take it a 5? Here is Paul to save the 3. Ooh.
And that's tough. A left to right cross with a ceiling on the branch.
Yeah.
That's a tough putt to hit, no matter who you are.
That is a tough putt too, but that's Ricky Wysocki.
Yeah, he's on the proper side of that green. It's just a little higher of a ceiling, I should say.
Mm-hmm. And W favors his putt. Big Jerem with a nice cleanup for 3 as well. Here's Johnny going to clean up a 5. Solid work. And we got Eagle and Paul with drop-ins for 3 and 4, respectively. Paul losing a stroke to Rick here, which is not what he needs to do if he wants to get back in this thing.
No, making a move the wrong way. John E McCray and Jeremy Koling also having trouble getting off to the start that they want on the final day.
They kind of are. Hole 6, Jamie, par 3, 219. It's a shorty, but there's quite a bit of danger. It'll be long and in the water.
Yeah, you can see the basket is right there at the edge of the golf tee box. So if you got to be left of the basket, you may roll back.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's an MD3 from Eagle.
That'll play. Just get on the dance floor.
Yeah, that's all you need to do here. Ricky hung that one out wide. Uh-oh.
And he threw it low. It's the only mistake you can't make on this hole.
Yeah.
Don't throw it low.
You got to give it time to fade. Germ going forehand, which fades towards the water. Kind of dangerous. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Just in bounds.
Mm-hmm. And Paul going McPro Rock 3, and he's going right at it, Jamie. This is interesting. I hadn't seen this line before.
That's the Paul McBeth shot I would expect. He likes the really straight putter lines.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he won his USDGC title with a straight putter shot, on a green surrounded by water. So
that's very true. Johnny going a little bit long, and here's Rick from the drop zone with an absolute death putt for par, Jamie.
Oh, my goodness. That's ice water in your veins right there.
Isn't it? Just when you think you could get a bunch of strokes on Ricky. Nope.
The putt is the great equalizer in our game.
It absolutely is. Oh, Germ with a good one right there.
Yeah, there you go. Get the fist bump going, big man.
Yeah, buddy. Johnny also looking for a 2. Getting it going.
The putting's starting to come alive for this lead card, finally.
It is. I'm ready to watch it. Oh, you jinxed Eagle.
Oh, I did. Sorry, Eagle.
Got him good right there.
I did.
Oh, Paul hopefully not missing this one, though. There he is. At least getting 1 stroke on Ricky, but I'm sure he was hoping for 2 after those drives.
Yeah, that is a big move by Ricky to keep that to a 1-stroke amount of damage there.
Mm-hmm. Watching that, I was really wondering if he was going to lay up, and I'm sure he thought about it for a hot second, but then he's like, I'm Ricky Wysocki. I'm making this putt. And did exactly that. Hole 7, par 4, 5 with that 60 tucked behind this green with the hazards left and right and the water if you turn it over too much. Dangerous hole, Jamie.
Yeah, 560 with over 400 feet of carry to the wide part of the fairway there. And this is one where the AM part of the field played a different tee box because this is for the pros only.
Absolutely. And Jerm is ripping on that pro boss. He's been bombing all weekend, but he's not going to be able to bomb in that one anymore.
He was bragging about it. I saw him throw about a 600-foot shot with it in practice. But
oh, yeah.
Didn't work out today.
Not so much. That one must have hit a tree or something. Paul throwing the Star Destroyer. What?
That's huge.
580-foot drive right there?
Absolutely huge. You saw the guy behind the green giving him some props.
Yeah, he was stoked. It looks like Johnny just laid up to that fat part of the fairway.
And wind was picking up right to left for Johnny there.
Yeah, and he unfortunately did trickle into the hazard there. Eagle McMahon. Oh, Eagle finding it too. Ricky Wysocki just playing Ricky Wysocki golf, which is just taking those easy birdies, you know?
Yeah, and that is inbounds. This cart path does not play OB, so he is safe off to the left, but still work to do in this wind.
Mm-hmm. Jerem forehanding a Star Destroyer. Ooh, that looks like it might be trouble. Yeah, he is in the hazard. Could be adding another stroke. Ricky with his second with a little kind of dangerous upshot here. But he harped it right over there, Jamie.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
It was. Johnny trying to clean up a 3. Gotta be taking a 4. Eagle about to do the same.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. And this is Paul for Eagle.
Got it. Never a doubt. That may be the first coming of McBeast mode that we're seeing in 2017 here.
Mm-hmm.
Reminiscent of 2015 Paul McBeth there.
Yeah. No touching that guy. Rick dropping in the routine 3, which is what Ricky does on these par 4s, Jamie. He just takes the 3 every time, you know?
Yeah, play under on the par 4s and 5s, and you're going to have a good weekend.
Yeah.
It's a great hole. That's probably my favorite hole on this course. Really well designed.
Same. Really like it a lot. Hole 8, guys, is par 3, 403. It's just a backhand hyzer shot. Danger here is going long or going left.
That cart path does play OB. And this hole's trickier than it seems. Seems like a pretty straightforward 403 hyzer, which all of these guys can throw backhand or forehand. But a little technical. Height control is what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Paul is throwing a Champ Glow T-Bird 3 right here. Uh-huh.
He may be back.
Yep, that was pretty good.
I don't want to speak too early, but he may be coming back.
Love it. Ricky Wysocki. He did this the previous round, too. Hung it out way right. Maybe just a safe play for par here, you think? Or a shank?
I mean, he still does have a sizable lead. I think he's learned. Paul used to be able to bait him into going for shots.
So
and
true.
Then Rick's learned.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that is OB from Johnny. I'll be putting for par after taking his meter in. And Jerm, a little thumber action here. Believe that's a Firebird.
Actually do know that one, just because teaser alert, we did just shoot big germs in the bag.
Uh-huh.
So stay tuned in a little bit on SpinTV. That'll be coming out.
So what was it?
That is a Firebird.
Oh, nice. Good guess.
You are correct.
Yeah. Eagle needs to nestle. Oh.
No way.
That was the opposite of a nestle right there. It just got legs. Rick with a dangerous putt at OB, but he's got that great, really lofty putt, Jamie.
Yeah, he has really good weight on his putt, so he doesn't tend to blow by the basket.
Jerm with, we'll call that a layup for par. And Eagle coming back in the basket for his par.
Gets one to stick.
Mm-hmm. Johnny with also a look for par. As his wife and caddy looks on. Yep. Rick cleans up the par. Johnny's going to tap in a 4, and Paul is going to tap in a 2. Getting another stroke on Ricky. That's 2 and 2 holes.
Yeah, starting to make his move.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, 2-3 holes later than ideally you'd plan for, but starting to make the move. See if we can make it interesting here.
Yep. There's Rick with a 4-stroke lead now over Paul. It's dwindling.
Always thrown Innova and competed with Innova. I don't think I'd be playing this sport if it wasn't for creating the disc itself and then just taking it to the next level over and over and over again. How great the discs are themselves. It's really gained my trust, and I don't think I would be here without Innova. I don't see myself doing anything else.
All right, guys, that is going to take us to hole 9. It's a par 3, 538. It's a backhand hyzer, but to challenge the pin, you have to get so close to that sand trap, Jamie.
Yeah, another one of the holes like we saw yesterday on the Terex course that they played it as a shorter par 4 last year, a little bit too easy, so they adjusted it, made it a tweener par 3.
Okay.
Really trying to challenge the pros with pars here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge to get a birdie on this one. Paul McBeth, Star Destroyer. See what he can do. He's getting greedy, Jamie. He wants this one.
He has the distance to get it.
Yep. Oh, that late flare skip he did not want, and that's a scary putt right at the hazard.
Yeah, just happened to hit on that slight side of the... It's not even a hill. It's just like a little rise.
Yeah. And Ricky's throwing it out there. He's just going to take his par. And you're going to have to do something crazy to get a stroke on him.
Yeah, once again, can't highlight enough the patience that Ricky's begun to show in the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Directly correlating with, taking Worlds down, taking Aussie down.
Yeah. All that OB at Worlds, it really showed. He's figured it out. That was Jeremy throwing a Star Destroyer. Going to be taking a par most likely. Eagle throwing PD2. Oh, man. His mechanics are something else.
Yeah, he has just super smooth form.
Wow. I have never seen a better drive on this hole. And
with a skippier disc than like the Destroyers that McBeth and Jerm are throwing too.
Yep. Johnny ripping one out there. Looks like a par look. Here is Ricky. He's just going to lay it for his par. Johnny, also, you just really can't run this as much as you want to.
No, not with the bunker right behind.
Yeah. Jerm, probably going to be laying up as well.
A little 50-50 there.
Yep. And Paul, you can tell he wants to run this, Jamie, just so badly. Look at that. That's the moment he decided to lay up.
Oh, yeah.
Wearing his emotions on his sleeve right there. I like that. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, he is an emotional player, and more so in the last couple years than in probably the first couple.
Yeah.
Relative to when he started rising to prominence.
Yeah. And that was Eagle with a ridiculous birdie, Jamie. Probably, I'm going to say that's a stroke on the field right there. And I'm probably right.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against you.
Yeah. Eagle make a little move there, getting a stroke. Paul is still 4 back. And Jamie, that is all we got for part 1.
Yeah, and 9 holes in, Ricky's still holding on to that 4-stroke lead. You know, he's not looking uncatchable. The door's cracked open, but there's still going to have to be some moves made on this back nine. There are only 9 more holes left at the first NT of the 2017 PDGA season. Ian, let's come back for 9 more.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, we'll see you guys in a minute for the back nine. Innova course, Wildhorse, SpinTV.